Tom Clancy's XDefiant is Ubisoft's upcoming free-to-play shooter, which combines a bunch of Ubisoft's properties into a single game. And in today's video, we'll be going over everything we know so far about this upcoming game by Ubisoft. We'll go over the release date, the trailers, the gameplay that we know about, and the general features that will be in the game, and yeah, just everything we know so far about XDefiant and also what to expect. We will primarily be focusing on the confirmed news since that is everything that we know about the game, but of course we'll look at some rumours about things that could possibly be in the game as well that haven't been confirmed by Ubisoft yet. So whether you know a lot about Tom Clancy's XDefiant or not, this video is definitely going to have some information for you. This is everything we know so far about Tom Clancy's XDefiant, and let's waste no more time and let's get straight into the video. Fans weren't actually very impressed with the game when it leaked in June as Battlecat, but more details might have changed some people's minds. XDefiant combines characters from Ghost Recon, The Division and Splinter Cell into a fast-paced casual shooter. The game will be arriving on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and PC when it releases, and seems to be combining ability-based characters from hero shooters like Overwatch with arena shooting of mainline Call of Duty titles. XDefiant is poised to be the first major free-to-play release from Ubisoft since it revealed its huge plans to focus on multiplayer games rather than single players. Ubisoft announced one other free-to-play game, Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, but the company is actually yet to show any gameplay for it, so in today's video we'll just be focusing on XDefiant and everything that you need to know about that. So first of all, we're going to look at the release dates for XDefiant. Currently, Tom Clancy's XDefiant doesn't actually really have a release date or window beyond coming soon, to be honest. Ubisoft has been pretty tight-lipped about when the game might hit its full release. However, it's far enough into development that there have been some tests over on PC, which did occur in early August of 2021. You can actually still register for future tests across all platforms on the XDefiant's page on the Ubisoft website, so it does seem like Ubisoft have got some future plans to have a few more tests before the game does fully release. We did see this with games such as Riders Republic as well before that game released. There was quite a few tests actually for that game. Some of them were just closed, whereas some of them were available to absolutely everything, and those were also across all platforms. Right now we've just had one closed beta over on PC, but it does look like we will be getting some more. Now there are a number of reasons why XDefiant might not have a release date yet. Ubisoft could be allowing themselves time to implement feedback from players from the previous tests, or it could be avoiding having to delay the game at all. Now, particularly since XDefiant will be free to play, it doesn't actually need a long promotional build up to release, since people can't actually pre-order it. Other free to play games like Apex Legends have had surprise launches and seen great success, so Ubisoft might be attempting something similar with Tom Clancy's XDefiant, with it just releasing maybe a week after an announcement or something like that, since pre-orders won't really exist. Now there is the possibility that pre-orders will exist, therefore they will announce the game quite early before its release, since there could be pre-orders for certain versions of the game, and then of course on release day you get the free version that won't have any cosmetic items or anything like that. We see that with a few games. Some games do have sort of packs that you can purchase which will give you a paid version of the game, but just with more cosmetic items, and then there'll be the free version as well, which will just be the standard edition of the game. So it is possible the game could release in 2023, but also it's possible that it could release way beyond that. We just really don't know at the moment. But it does look like there will be some more tests before it's released, so make sure that you do keep an eye out for those, since chances are those will come before the release, or well, they'll definitely come before the release, but they could be, a while before the actual release of the game. So maybe if a test was to happen soon, then we're waiting a couple months before the game does actually release. But now let's actually look at whether the game does have any trailers or official gameplay. Ubisoft came out of the gate swinging with the revealed trailer of Tom Clancy's XDefiant. The trailer showed off actual first-person gameplay of the upcoming shooter, and also showcased some of the game's different classes and abilities, which we'll get onto soon. While the name Tom Clancy usually means hardcore, serious military games, XDefiant is putting a different spin on it. XDefiant has a punk rock aesthetic in addition to its military roots, giving a colourful and fun feel to fill the fast-paced shooter. From the trailer, we got the reveal of 5 unique factions, these being Libertad. These resourceful revolutionaries are Supremo at improvised medical assistance. Phantoms, this elite squad of ex-ghosts wields tomorrow's battlefield, tech to defend, disrupt and destroy. Echelon, the NSA's Echelon agents don't shy away from a firefight, but they'd rather keep enemies in the dark with subterfuge into warfare. Cleaners, these ex-NYC sanitation workers solve all their problems with one tool, fire. DedSec, notorious hacktivists who use backdoor exploits and denial of service attacks to frustrate foes. And that is all of the official information we have from Ubisoft on their website regarding these 5 factions, which will be available at launch within XDefiant. And you will notice some of these are actually from previous Ubisoft games, such as DedSec. DedSec is obviously from Watch Dogs, and especially Watch Dogs Legion, something pretty cool there, and it is going to be part of XDefiant and a cool little crossover there. The same with Libertad from Far Cry and everything like that. Loads of these are actually crossovers from previous Ubisoft games, or generally just other Ubisoft franchises such as Far Cry and Watch Dogs. And we also have some other official information from Ubisoft about maps and modes in the game. First of all, we know about arena modes. Teams compete in arena style maps, battling for territorial control in domination and occupy modes, with more modes to come at launch. Then there is the linear modes. Attackers and defenders contest shifting objectives points in zone control and push a package in escort. Maps. XDefiant features diverse locations from popular Ubisoft worlds alongside all new original maps. So if some of these maps are going to be from different franchises, we may see some Far Cry and Watch Dogs themed maps like we did see with the factions, something pretty cool there. And we could of course see some Assassin's Creed themed maps as well, that's also a possibility. We also have some information that there will be personalized loadouts. Customize your loadouts to fit your playstyle with a wide variety of weapons and over 40 different attachments. And this is where we sort of see the ideas of Call of Duty coming into play. Within Call of Duty, you are able to customize your loadouts loads. You're able to customize pretty much everything about your weapon. And it looks like it will be the same within XDefiant. You'll be able to completely customize your loadouts to be able to fit your playstyle. Of course, different loadouts will fit different playstyles. Some of them will be more for sniping, whereas some will be for rushing into areas and wiping out enemies quickly. So finally, we'll just talk about the general gameplay of the game. Ubisoft has shown off plenty of gameplay for Tom Clancy's XDefiant, and it looks like a major departure for the series. The majority of recent Tom Clancy branded games have been third-person shooters like The Division or hybrids with third-person moving and first-person aiming like Ghost Recon Breakpoints. However, XDefiant is solely just a first-person shooter. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is actually one of the few Clancy branded first-person shooters, but it's clear that XDefiant is a very different game to Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is obviously all about stealth and, you know, not rushing into areas, and is generally more of a serious game, whereas XDefiant is going to be more of a fun game, which is more going to be sort of Call of Duty styled in a way, where, you know, you're able to rush into areas and stuff like that, and it's not, you know, it's less tactical thinking and more just about your general skill of the game. So whilst it does have similarities with Rainbow Six Siege, such as being first person, it's also going to be a very different game to Rainbow Six Siege, so don't go into it expecting a game like Rainbow Six Siege. XDefiant is also a multiplayer only PvP game, but it is fast-paced shooters with respawns and customizable guns, more similar, like we mentioned, to Call of Duty than Rainbow Six Siege. And as we mentioned, one of the modes is an escort, which is similar to other games like Overwatch, where one team needs to stay on a payload to move it forward, while the other team defends the payload. It's unknown if all the game modes will be objective focused, or if XDefiant will feature a team deathmatch type mode, and I think it is likely it will feature a deathmatch. It's rare you get a first-person shooter that doesn't feature something like that. And there we go. That is everything we know so far about XDefiant. That is all of the information we have, and that is all Ubisoft confirmed information, everything that we do know so far. Of course, there were some theories thrown in there, such as obviously there being death matches and stuff like that, but generally speaking, that is everything we know so far about XDefiant. Of course, it's a free-to-play game, we don't have a release date, and we know that it's going to be, you know, taking ideas from different franchises by Ubisoft, and also being similar to Call of Duty, and also similar to Overwatch, so pretty cool things there, and definitely a game to be looking forward to, in my opinion. So yeah, that was everything we know so far about XDefiant. Now, I have actually done a video a bit like this, but instead I'm going over what we know so far about Payday 3, and if you're interested in watching that, then a link to that video is on the screen now, and you can go ahead and join me over there.